We have a little superstar in the family who seems to like to pretend like she doesn't hear us when we call her. It drives me insane. And so I've told her about it before, but this is not just for her, but for all of the superstars. And it doesn't matter what age. So years ago, when I was in high school, I actually went to Centennial High in Compton, California. And I spent my last 2 years of high school in California with my father, which from there I went on to the military. But while I was in California, I think this was my senior year, I was at home. And at the time, I was living with my dad, my stepmom, and my two sisters. And so that night in particular, the girls and my stepmom were out. They had gone somewhere for the holidays, and it was just me and my dad. So I was in the kitchen. I was a singer, been a singer forever, but I was in the choir, and I was ironing my choir robe to get ready for a performance that was going to happen that evening that Dad was going to take me to. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm ironing and getting my robe together, and I hear a commotion outside. And so at the time, I forget what the windows are called, but it was in the kitchen, and you could kind of see outside, not just through a regular window, but it was this different shaped window. I can't remember what the name of it is. But basically, I kind of peeked outside and I saw these headlights. I'm like, what the heck? And we lived on a corner lot in Compton. And so the next thing I heard was, Lisa, come here. So I put the iron down, walked into the living room. So the kitchen and the living room were connected. As soon as my foot hit the living room, I heard a crash go through the kitchen where I was standing, come through the kitchen into the living room, and literally there's this car inside the house, and it scared me half to death. And so I went outside and I sat on the steps while the police were coming, and I'm just shaking. And I'm like, what in the heck happened? So my dad comes outside and he was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then I asked my dad, I said, Dad, I heard you call me. What were you calling me for? My father looked at me and he said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't call you. Yeah. So I don't know if it was the angels or whoever saved myself that night. But the moral to this story is, had I been one of those kids where I was like, she's calling me, I'll go in there in a minute, I would not be here telling you this story right now. There would be no there would be no kids, grandkids, there would be nothing. The line of everything would have ended with me that day at 17. So it's so important that when your parents or adults or elders or anyone in your life is trying to tell you to do something, and when they're asking you to do something, it may not make sense in the moment, because I didn't know why he was calling me. It didn't make any sense to me. So I could have just been like, oh, I'll come in there in a minute when I finish ironing this robe, but the minute would have never come. So it's so important. Listen to your parents, listen to the people around you that care about you. And when they ask something of you, don't think about it. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Because that might be the last act that you do in your life, period. That you don't do in your life, period, I should say, or not. Just listen to what they have to say. They know. I hope you guys have an amazing, great rest of your day. I love you. Bye.